That was the first thing Dr. Elias Rowan noticed as he stood on the observation deck of the orbital defense platform Aegis Prime. Space itself bent inward like fabric pressed by an unseen hand, stars warping into impossible arcs. Sensors screamed warnings that meant nothing, equations collapsing into nonsense. Then she arrived. The entity manifested as a vast silhouette outlined in starlight, her form vaguely humanoid only because human minds struggled to comprehend anything else. She was larger than continents, her presence casting a shadow not of darkness, but of certainty. Every broadcast channel activated at once. "I am Calamity Events," her voice echoed, not through sound, but through causality itself. "Harbinger of the final sequence. Your extinction is scheduled." Across Earth, billions heard her. There was panic. Prayer. Silence. Elias swallowed hard. As humanity's chief theoretical physicist and unwilling liaison to godlike phenomena, he had expected many things in his career. Angry aliens, rogue AIs, even extra-dimensional invaders. But this is a mistake, Elias said, activating the response channel. "You're early." The entity's attention shifted. "You are the designated speaker?" she asked. "Unfortunately," Elias replied. "Yes." Her vast, luminous eyes focused on him. "Your species has reached its terminal probability threshold. All projections converge. Resistance is statistically irrelevant." Elias leaned against the console, forcing his voice steady. "Funny," he said. "That's what everyone says right before we ruin their projections." For the first time, the cosmic being paused. Middle. The weight of destiny. Calamity Events explained herself with the patience of something that had ended civilizations before humanity learned to sharpen stone. She was not a conqueror, not a tyrant. She was a constant, a cosmic function embedded in reality itself. When a species reached a point where its expansion destabilized the greater structure of existence, she appeared. She observed. Then she ended them. "Your species triggers 17 extinction flags," she said calmly. "Unchecked technological acceleration. Unpredictable behavioral divergence. Probability distortion." Elias rubbed his temples. "You're saying we're too chaotic to exist?" "Yes." "That feels unfair." "Fairness is irrelevant." Around the world, militaries scrambled uselessly. Weapons powered up that would never reach her. Humanity's greatest defenses were ants before a storm. "You will not suffer," she continued. "The transition will be instantaneous. Your cultural artifacts will be archived." "That's comforting," Elias muttered. "We'll be a footnote. You will be an example." Elias straightened. "No," he said. The word echoed louder than it should have. Calamity Events regarded him with mild curiosity. "You misunderstand. This is inevitable." Elias laughed. It came out rough, exhausted, but genuine. "Lady," he said, "we don't do inevitable." That did it. The cosmic being laughed. It was a sound like collapsing galaxies, rich with amusement. "How quaint," she said. "Every species says this." Elias shook his head. "No. They mean it. We live it." Her laughter faded into interest. "Explain." Elias gestured toward Earth, visible below them. "We were supposed to die out 100 times over. Ice ages, plagues, asteroids, nuclear war. Every model said we wouldn't make it. And yet here we are. Because whenever the math says inevitable, we change the equation." Calamity Events considered this. "Your defiance is statistically insignificant." "Wasn't asking permission," Elias said. "I'm telling you what happens next. The human variable." Calamity Events began the final sequence. Reality around Earth trembled as probability itself narrowed, collapsing into a single outcome. Elias felt it, a pressure in his skull, like the universe making up its mind. Then something strange happened. The projections fractured. "What?" the entity said, her voice sharpening. Elias's console lit up with impossible data. Human ships were launching, civilian vessels, research platforms, mining rigs. Not to attack her. To change things. Human AIs began rewriting models in real time, feeding uncertainty into the probability field. Experimental drives activated, generating microanomalies, tiny, messy, unpredictable disruptions. What are they doing? Calamity events demanded. Elias smiled. Improvising. You cannot alter inevitability. Sure we can, Elias replied. We do it every day. You just haven't accounted for one thing. And what is that? He looked up at her, eyes fierce. Humans don't converge. The probability field shuddered violently. Where once all futures led to extinction, now there were branches. Small at first, then multiplying. Colonies making reckless jumps. Scientists activating half-finished theories. Civilians volunteering for absurd, desperate ideas.
Hope weaponized.
This should not be possible, Calamity Evans whispered. Elias nodded.
Yeah,
we hear that a lot. She pushed harder, attempting to force convergence. And humanity pushed back, not with power, but with chaos. Ending, when the inevitable breaks. For the first time in her existence, Calamity Evans felt something unfamiliar. Uncertainty. The final sequence refused to complete. Every time she narrowed reality, humans widened it, introducing variables, choices, contradictions. You are destabilizing the function, she said. Good, Elias answered. Maybe it needed destabilizing. She studied humanity anew, not as a doomed species, but as an anomaly. You do not resist destruction, she said slowly. You resist finality. That's the idea. Calamity Evans laughed again, but this time it was softer. You are dangerous, she said. Not because of your strength, but because you deny conclusion. She withdrew her influence. The sky unfolded. Stars returned to their rightful places. This is not mercy, she warned. I will return if convergence resumes. Elias exhaled, knees weak. We'll be ready. She paused one last time. Tell me, human, she said. What do you call this philosophy of yours? Elias thought for a moment.
Tuesday, he said.
The cosmic being vanished. Earth survived. Not because it was destined to, but because humans refused to accept destiny. In the years that followed, humanity became known across the universe as the divergent species, the ones who broke prophecies, defied simulations, and laughed at inevitability. Other civilizations sought them out, not for weapons or technology, but for possibility. And somewhere beyond the stars, Calamity Evans watched, waiting, smiling, because she had learned something terrifying. The universe might have rules, but humans? Humans rewrite them.